ended up pushing my leg several times. Sure. Yeah. All right, so John took me down. Perfect double leg. Should have seen it. All right. Got my grip. Got in the wrist here. Elbows high. Keeping control of it. Shrimp out. Trying to hit my sweep. John just too savvy. He knows what I'm doing. Keep his hips back. Step on that hip. Now, as I kick that leg out, I'm going to take this arm I'm pulling on and punch it across my body. All right? One thing that I don't think I explained. Right? I don't want to just leave it here when I start attacking it. I can't armbar an arm that's not across my chest, right? So I'm punching across my body. Now this other leg is going to wrap up and over. You see how my hips are still pointed at the sky? All right? I'm using this outside leg to almost do an outside shrimp here as I kick. Right? My hip is scooping his elbow here. It's not coming across my body here. If his elbow's caved in, I'm never going to finish this armbar. I got to keep this arm straight so that I'm underneath that elbow. Right? Still got that gi. My wrist is pointing. Right? Like we're in a sword fight. Right? All right? So I pass that arm across. Now, this is where my armbar comes from because my hip is outside his shoulder, you see? So I can push on his face and kick over. If my hip is not outside his elbow here, I'm not going to be able to wrap over for the armbar because his arm is outside. So that elbow's got to get inside my hip line in order to finish the armbar. Make sense? All right. So, boom, step over. He's just too strong. Or maybe his elbow's bent. Or he's already starting to defend the armbar. There are options that he might have to defend it. So instead, I'm just going to choke him. I've already got this forearm across his neck. My foot here, Colin, this is what I was talking about, is biting to the ground. All right? It's not on his back. Just tap if you need to. All right? I'm trying to keep it as loose as possible. But I need this foot to be trying to touch the ground. You see what that does to his neck? Bends it down. If he's still not tapping, my free hand is going to grab the back of his shoulder and roll it forward so that I'm pulling his shoulder into his neck on the other side. Make sense? So, I can't let that grip falter even a little bit. If I start letting it slide down, that choke is going to loosen. Right? I got to get my hips out, get to the point where I can hit that armbar. Even if they're defending the arm, I still need to be able to get across them. The shoulder's a good option. The gi is a good option. Even just grabbing their head and pulling down on it underneath my leg. Not my favorite, but sometimes that's what it takes. Because I've got a gi across one side, and I need to cut off this other side. Whether it's to push on it, right? Roll the shoulder into it. If my leg is pushing down into it, there's a number of different options there. Really, whichever one works. Right? I'm not the type to tell you something's wrong if it works. Might not work all the time. I'm going to show you the most likely way that I can figure out how to make it work. Sometimes, if you bring me something I've never tried before, we'll wing it and try and figure it out and say, I think this seems to work. But who knows, somebody still might come and tell me I'm full of shit, so that happens too. But get that angle, bite the feet to the ground. This is why we don't cross the ankles. Right? Bite the feet to the ground. Wrist is strong. All right? And then I pull down on top of it. Give it a shot. Again, if it doesn't work, right now just getting to scissor guard is something that a good chunk of you people have never seen. You people. Right? I don't mean it offensively, but it still sounds like it. Racist. You guys, you friends. Right? It's still something you've never seen. So just getting those hips out. Same thing coming back to the armbar position. Is just learning to move your body that way will give us time to work on these submissions later. All right? 1, 2, 3.